We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Right to the air is Willis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Jags are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Chris.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Willis out of the gun. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Come on. Hey, drop 50.
4th down, Willis. He'll get this one complete to Zane Jones. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love the blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Ready, set.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down, Eckler. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Eckler, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Eagles 0. Logan Cook to pick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now Allen off the bootleg. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're leaving at 7 now as they kick it away.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Okay, ready?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Eckler.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
And down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 41, Willis. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Going up top. That's caught inside the 20.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen now looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Willis. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
13 yards down to the 13.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A give running left. It's Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it's one thing to get the interception. It was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. On the counter now, it's Sanders. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They started on the ground with Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense defense certainly did its part to get on the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Trying for it on fourth down. Here's Willis. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
18.
Willis will look to throw it. He dumps it to, and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning it in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Big third down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Throwing now is Allen. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Allen going to go on fourth down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Left wing 19. 79 Broncos. Go sweep. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Now Willis on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Running right, here's Sanders. Tackled there by Rayshawn Jenkins. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Eckler now between the tackles. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And from his corner spot, that was James Bradbury on the defensive side. On 2nd and 12, Willis looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Willis. And one more time, here's Kirk. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Throwing, Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's going to let it fly.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now Allen. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Jags, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me